The Nigerian Senate has re-amended for the third time the Electoral Act 2022 to include provisions which enable statutory delegates to vote at the congresses or conventions of political parties. This followed the expeditious consideration of a bill during plenary, which scored first, second and third readings respectively, and was passed during plenary by the chamber after consideration by the Committee of the Whole. Those identified as statutory delegates include the President, Vice President, members of the National Assembly, governors and their deputies, members of the State Houses of Assembly, chairmen of councils, councillors, National Working Committee of Political Parties, among others. The bill to amend the 2022 Electoral Act No. 13 was sponsored by the Deputy Senate President Ovie Omoagege. Omoagege, in his presentation, said the bill seeks to amend the provisions of Section 84, subsection 8 of the Electoral Act. According to him, the provisions of the section does not provide for the participation of what is generally known as statutory delegates in the conventions, congresses, or meetings of political parties. In supporting the amendment to the Act, a cross-section of lawmakers said without the amendment, most of them would not have the liberty of voting during conventions. Speaking after the bill to amend the 2022 Electoral Act was passed, President of the Senate Ahmed Lawan explained that the amendment became imperative in view of the deficiency created by the provision of Section 84, subsection 8 of the extant Act before the party primary starts in the next 8 days. The National Assembly has to finish with the processing of the amendment on the bill between today in the Senate and tomorrow in the House, and then the executive will do the assent within the week. It has come to our interest that a group has purportedly purchased presidential nomination and expression of interest forms of the All Progressive Congress (APC) in the name of former President Dr. Goodluck Jonathan. We wish to categorically state that Dr. Jonathan was not aware of this bid and did not authorize it. We want to state that if the former president wanted to contest an election, he will make his intentions clear to the public and would not enter through the back door. While we appreciate the overwhelming request by a cross-section of Nigerians for Dr. Jonathan to make himself available for the 2023 presidential election, we wish to state that he has not in any way committed himself to this request. Buying a presidential aspiration form in the name of Dr. Jonathan without his consent, knowing the position he had held in this country, is considered an insult to his person. The general public is therefore advised to disregard it, according to Ikechukwu Eze, media advisor to Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan.